Erik, what is it about Harry Kane that makes him such a great striker? What is it that you're impressed with most with him?
First of all, number of goals and also his key actions who come to a goal, final passes as well. He's just a great player, great personality as well.
Do you think he'd fit in well at Manchester United?
I'm preparing my team tomorrow for a game against Spurs. So he's one of the players, but we have to face Spurs, so I don't think about anything else.
Neil.
Obviously there's a huge match tonight at the Etihad. Yours is equally important for what you're trying to achieve, but this time next year, would you like to, is your target to be involved in a game like that, where it's the title on the line rather than a top 4 place?
Of course, it would be great, but this moment we can't dream for that. It's about, we know where Man United should belong, but the reality is we are not in that place. So as a club, we have to work very hard to get back in that position. So don't dream in this moment, be in a reality and make a good plan and strategy, but work very hard and be ready for every game.
You must feel though that you're on the right path to being in that position.
I think we are in a good direction, but we have still a way to go. That's also the truth.
Dave.
Erik, with you being out of the Europa League now, the Champions League place is only available through one route, the top 4. Obviously Spurs, and with particular Villa coming up behind you, and you play them on Sunday. Can you afford any slip-ups now, between now and the end of the season, in terms of the league, if you want to get top 4?
I don't look that far. It's about from game to game, and we have to win every game. So tomorrow is a great opportunity. So make sure we are ready for the game and get a result, get a win there.
But there's less margin for error now, isn't there, with Tottenham and Villa coming up behind you?
I've said before, so the points are more expensive in this period of the season. So make sure you are really ready. It's a final. We're playing finals, and we show now for the second time we know how to approach finals. And but yeah, do it as a team. Be ready as an individual.
Chris.
You've already got one cup, Erik. You've got to one more cup final. Just on what David said there, how do you compare the 2 cup competitions with the importance of the top 4, finishing top 4 in these next 2 games?
It's about 8 games, but go from game to game. And so we don't have to think about cups in this moment, because that's far ahead. Think about the game tomorrow. That's only what we have to do, and what I demand from my players, what we have to do.
But in terms of the importance of your targets for the whole season, how do you compare top 4 to the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup?
Both is important, because we are a club. We want to win everything, so everything is important.
Jamie.
Hi Erik, you sort of praised your team quite rightly for bouncing back after a bad result, but you're concerned about within a game not being able to do that. Why have they not been able to do this? Is it a sort of panic that sets in? Because you've got players like Casemiro. I know Bruno was suspended, but you've got other big players, you know, playing. De Gea, I could go through them all. So why is it? It almost looks like a bit of a panic that sets in within games. Is that a fair characterisation?
In some games, it was the case, but also I think in many other games we were composed and we managed the game and we won the game.
Okay, but what you're concerned about as the manager is the ones where it doesn't work. So have you got any idea why? Do you need more bigger personalities? Is it a sort of more of a long-term thing you need to build, sort of coach them how to deal with it in certain situations?
Yeah, definitely. But it's just be composed, be calm, carry on, play your game, stick to the plan, stick together. It's about issues like this, and And I think we need some leaders here in such moments who know how to deal, and they already proved it here, but also in other clubs, how to deal with it. So it must not have such a big problem as it is in this moment in some games, in certain occasions, but also I want to emphasize in other situations where we dealt very well with it.
Paul.
Erik, to get to that next level where you are challenging for the title, how important is it that you have an elite number 9 who can, you know, do all facets of the game?
I think we need we have to strengthen the team. So on more positions about for instance the depth in the squad, but don't think about that in this moment. It's not about that. It's only about we have so far. I think we have a great season. Keep going, keep improving, keep progressing, and the team is doing so well, and then I think it's enjoyable to be part in this team, and so we have to keep that process going. And we have good players, we have a great team, we have a great year, but it's only success if you keep going.
Rob.
Hi, Erik. I imagine it's been quite a tough season personally for Jadon Sancho, but on Sunday he showed quite a lot of courage to put his hand up and take a penalty. Ended up being quite a big moment given what's happened to him in the past. Do moments like that change seasons for players? Do you see that moment as maybe triggering something in Jadon to make him the player that we all saw at Borussia Dortmund possibly?
Yes, but I think also we have seen in the season many times very good performances from Jadon, and I think definitely that moment on Sunday that will strengthen him even more, give him more, as you say, more courage, more belief. Definitely, we know all what happened, and I think it was you have to recognize it and reward it, what he did on Sunday, and to step behind that ball, and it was such a good penalty. I was so convinced, and same you can say for Ressi, so convinced, and I think they step over the trauma, and that's very good, and because they show they have character, they have personality, so and that can help us if you we talk now sometimes of in a lot of questions about bouncing back in a game. It's the same as in a game. Show the personality when things not going in your direction. Make sure you turn it around.